Today's episode is dedicated to the latest channel member, your boy Marcus Jones. And he says, epic. Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to Plague Inc. Evolved. It's been a long time since we last played this, but recently, I say recently like it happened a long time ago. Right now, there's a huge epidemic going on with this freaking coronavirus going around infecting everybody. And it's not good. But it reminds me of the time that we last played this game where I created the FOOLIO, that deadly virus that wiped everybody off the whole entire planet. I want to see if we can recreate that and try and take over from the coronavirus. Create the FOOLIO virus, which is going to obliterate. This is the most evilest thing I've ever done in my life. And at the same time, it's freaking scary. So, not doing this to kind of like go, haha, coronavirus, ha ha ha. It's more to try to raise awareness like, yo, wash your hands. Yo, if you're coughing, put your mouth over your mouth. Wear a face mask. Don't go to crowded places. Stay indoors. Be safe. Stock up on toilet paper. I don't know if this is happening in your country right now, but literally in my country, there is no toilet paper in any store. It's crazy. So we're going to pick a virus. I'm going to press continue. And I think I've got a gene unlocked for something. I don't know whether it's... Oh, there we go. Darwinist. Increases the chance of the plague mutating. We don't want that because we want it to kind of go under the radar. Because there's a little secret to this game. And I'll tell you all about that in just a moment. Because guys, if you enjoyed this, which if you do, you're kind of weird. Smash that like button down below. If you want to see more games like this in the future, please let me know in the comment section. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. So the little secret to this game is you got to make sure that the virus that you're creating kind of goes undetected, under the radar for ages. And so you've literally infected a gazillion people around the world. And then you attack. So let's play on normal mode. See what kind of challenge we can come up with. I'm going to call this the FOOLIO. So if you catch the FOOLIO, it's game over, boys. But it's going to go undetected for a while. So you might be okay for a couple of weeks. Next day, you could be dead. Yeah, I know. That's how deadly it's going to be. So let's press play then. So kind of, yeah, Plague Inc. We know what we're doing. We got to pick our start location. Now, just like the coronavirus, it started in China. And I think that's where we need to start. Follow its footpaths, but do what hopefully it's not going to do in real life. And that's take over the world. Because this is freaking scary. But I want to show you how ridiculously easy it is for a disease to be transmitted. How easy it is going to be to catch. But hopefully awareness that, you know, you don't catch it. You stay good. Stay indoors. Be safe. Public service announcement. So let's start in China then. That is where we're now going to be starting the virus. It's a scary thought, but we're now underway. We have one people infected, or one person infected. FOOLIO has infected its first human. Weak and unspecialized, it must evolve using DNA points to infect more. Now we know that. So now he's got to get those DNA points. So far we've got 2 DNA points. You can't see because my face is kind of over it. So why don't we switch things over? Boom. Hold on. We've gone to the wrong place here. There we go. Sweet, mate. Sweet. There we go. So we can now see how many disease points we've got. We can now see the world fully functioning as it does. We've now infected 4 people, which is pretty sweet. So these little DNA bubbles that pop up give us extra DNA. And what we've got to do is we've got to slightly evolve it. So the overview here, the transmission, the symptoms. Now, if it gets any of these symptoms to begin with, we want to make sure it de-evolves so it doesn't do anything. The worst thing we can do is make it have a symptom like coughing or sneezing. Then people will know about it. Doctors will know it exists. So we're going to have no symptoms, but infect everybody. So we're going to make it infectious. It's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying right now. Okay, so points are coming in. We've had 12 people, 13 people now in China infected as the FOOLIO begins to spread. So we got to think. Let me click that right now. Select China. Can we just pause for a second? And how do you find out more about the China? The China. So what we know is it's business as usual. Okay. Let me go back to China. Where am I going? The cure. There's no cure they're working on. And I can't remember how you find out. Is it here? It's an urban country. So urban transmission will be very, very beneficial for us. So let's keep that in mind. So in terms of transmission, what's urban? Now this is affecting hot climates. The rodents is for urban regions. So if I evolve spending 10 points, it means we're making it more infectious in urban regions. And that's what China is. It's an urban region. So we've successfully evolved FOOLIO. Nice. And hopefully that now starts to transmit a little bit more. But we are waiting when it starts to infect more for that first moment where it crosses the Chinese border and goes to another country. That's when you know we're starting to rock and roll and we're becoming a fully fledged virus. Also at the same time, it's quite terrifying that we're becoming a fully fledged virus. So we've currently mutated. So let's jump into here real quick. Overview. No symptoms. It evolved anemia, so we de-evolve it. Because we don't want at all any symptoms. Because the last thing we want is a doctor to find out we exist and then cure us. And then that's no good. That's literally no good. So we're waiting for that first moment. It again infects another country, but I think it'll take a while. We've got 800 people infected. Right, okay, this is going good. Okay, we're starting to ramp up a little bit. So I think it's time now we see what we can do to increase that transmission. So we did the rodents. Now birds, they're good for increased effectivity, land transmission, and mutation. Now I don't want to go down that mutation route just yet. I can try and get it to another country, but what abilities can we do? Now this is how it can survive in climates. So cold, fine, DNA becoming increasing random mutations. Don't do that just yet. Withstand hot temperatures. Withstand wealthy countries. So I think out of the transmission we'll try and get it. Actually, let me see what comes out of China more. So we have an airport and a dock. So should we try the air one? It's 10 points. But let's see if we get it to transmit via plane to another country. And if we could do that, I think we're going to be onto a winner, boys. I think we're going to be onto a winner. So thousands are now being affected by it. We're now 7,000 into this, and the population's huge of China. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, for a second there I thought we had a different world population. But look at that, 45, 50,000, 60,000. Oh, it's all coming in now, boys. We're about to reach 100,000 infected. We've mutated insomnia, so let's quickly de-evolve that. Because again, we don't want the doctors knowing that we exist, boys. We don't want the doctors knowing that we exist. And now we're into the hundreds of thousands. Now it's starting to happen, boys. Now it's legit starting to happen. Which is also terrifying. It is quite scary, isn't it? So we're up to 500,000 right now. And we... Oh, there's people coughing. And now we're just waiting. FOOLIO spreads to Korea. Guys, this is where it now all begins. We have our first spread to another country. We're now into the millions. And hopefully now as time goes on, it starts to spread even more. Now, we're kind of in the Asia vicinity of the infectiveness, if that makes sense. So we kind of need to spread a little bit further. So transmission, let's now do, we did the air. Let's do water, which increases humid and ship transmission as well. So it's quite a humid area, it's quite warm. Now we're going to increase the ships to spread it as well. Oh, more countries are now getting it, boys. Oh my good God. Okay, we're now definitely spreading. Again, we got to keep an eye. It's infecting more countries. Got to keep an eye on making sure that it doesn't evolve. Oh, our plane went straight to the UK. Guys, this is it right now. It's now in my country. This is where it all goes down. There's so many countries popping up right now that have the infectiveness of the FOOLIO. Right, it's kind of now got symptoms of nausea. So quickly de-evolve that. So it cost us points to de-evolve the virus, which is not great, but it's what we got. Oh, look at that. China's now bubbling. It's bubbling like crazy. There's like 500 million people infected in there. What was that there? Was that Iran? No, I think it was Saudi Arabia. Ooh, we're about to infect our first 1 billion. Now, there's 7 billion people on the planet, so we're like a seventh of the way of getting there. And we're still rapidly increasing, which is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. So we want to try and keep up with the infectivity right now. So back to the transmission. Now let's go for the poor countries. For the insects, that kind of increases that. We'll go with the birds as well for land transmission. And we've got 7 points remaining, so we'll keep those on in case we have to de-evolve a mutation. But that should also now rapidly increase our transmission of the FOOLIO. Do you see how quickly stuff happens right now? This is why that coronavirus is getting freaking deadly, and we all need to kind of like, you know, calm down, be calm, wash our hands. And if you know, I think the symptoms are coughing. Is it coughing, high temperature, and something else? But like, if you've got any of those symptoms, go to a freaking doctor. Right, something's evolved again. Symptoms, anemia, de-evolve. That costs us 6 points to de-evolve that. Holy moly! Right, it's all coming in, boys. Thick and fast right now. It's all coming in. So we're just now waiting for that next big country to get hit with the transmission, because we're kind of slowing down at 1.4 billion. So we definitely need the USA here. Only 12 infected. So you see how we kind of need to get on top of it. Oh, another country's just been. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's now coming back, boys. A couple more countries are now getting hit with it. Oh, what country is that there? Oh, there's a couple of Central Asia and Afghanistan and Kazakhstan. They're now slowly starting to bubble. USA's only at 16 still. So we need something new, but again, I've got to try and make sure I've got enough points to de-evolve something when it happens. Right, it's caused a coughing mutation. That's going to cost me 7 points to de-evolve. What? It's crazy money. Like it's cash? No, it's points. Right, what country was that there? The Baltic states. Oh no, is that Brazil? That is Brazil now being affected. We got Turkey now affected. We need to see. Let me check the world right now. Okay, there's still quite a few countries that haven't been affected just yet. Oh, there's actually quite a lot. There's actually quite a lot right now. But we're slowly ticking them off. One by one, we're slowly getting there. But again, I got to keep evolving these points, man. I reckon the next de-evolution's going to be 8. So I think I need at least 18 points before I can upgrade something else, just to kind of be on the safe side. But we're now up to 1.5 billion infected. So, oh, a couple more countries getting hit by the FOOLIO. Oh, it's now evolved into insomnia, which is 8 points. The next one's going to cost us 9 points to de-evolve. But as time goes on, more and more countries are slowly getting hit. So that's the only saving grace we've currently got right now. As if that's a good thing. It's terrifying, boys. It's terrifying. But I need 9 points. If I get a mutation right now, we're kind of slightly gonna have to panic. Because that's the last thing we want, is the doctors to know we exist, boys. It's the last thing we want. Right, is the whole of China gone? Yeah, it is. Holy moly. Right, oh, another country. We've got 7. Oh, yes, boys. I think did we just get Russia? No, Russia's been infected for a while. We now got 13, so that saves us for an evolution. Nearly at 1.7 billion. We're getting there. Yeah, it's just mutated to cysts. So, oh, this is the annoying thing, because now I can't progress any further. Abilities, don't want to touch that. Can't do, or I don't want to do symptoms. Can't do any of that, just because of the amount of de-evolutions I've got to do. That was Germany just got hit, boys. Right, how many countries are left now then? Right, we're now officially affected more than are not affected, which is good, but it's still not great, because we 3 in 1. Boys, 3 in 1 just got hit. So that's good. That's real good. We've got 10, so it's now more infectious than the common cold. That's quite interesting. So the common cold's more infectious, but it's not deadly. That's the difference. That is the difference. I think France just got hit, boys. Yeah. So I'm gonna need, I think I need 10 points for the next one to de-evolve when it comes up. So we've got 18, but 22. Right, okay. Oh, okay, hold on, guys. It's all popping up here. Right, I think I can get another transmission. Livestock for rural regions. So let's spend that there. Got a little bit left over for another de-evolution to de-evolve it one more time. But keep an eye on how much I got right there. Yep, we've now got the mutation coming in. So symptoms cost us 10. Next one's going to cost us 11. So we've got 8 at the moment. But it's happening, boys. Oh, 2 countries in 1. Right, what's left on the world then? Oh, there's definitely only a handful left now. And there's 2 straight away. Snap! The hardest one is to get Madagascar because that's like an island out of nowhere and it's only transmitted by boat. Another country hit. Another country hit, boys. Oh, look at the points now rolling up. The points are now rolling up. It's mutated a rash. Let's get rid of that for 11. Next one's going to cost us 12. Well, I have a 25. So transmission, especially in poor regions, de-evolve the blood. Well, evolve the blood ones, so it's transmitted by blood. That gives me 11 left over. How many countries are left right now? So literally all the ones you can see there, that's all that's left. So it's a couple of African countries, Central Europe as well, Greenland and the Caribbean. So the Greenland's only transmitted by boat. The Caribbean's only transmitted by boat as well. What was that there? Central Europe. Oh, man. 2 more done. 3 more done. We need Greenland. Oh, it's mutated, boys. It's mutated again. Symptoms. That's going to cost us 12. We've only got 4 left. The next one's going to cost us 13. Right, they're the countries left right now. Okay. I'm waiting for that boat to go to the Greenland, boys. That's all we're waiting for right now. So keep it going. We've now done nearly 4 billion people in the world are infected via the FOOLIO. That's the Caribbean done. Right, what countries are left right now? Greenland, Morocco, and West Africa. So West Africa. Oh, it's mutated. Oh, it's mutated. I don't have enough points to get rid of it. Right, that's not good. Because at some point now, a doctor might spot it. Have I got enough? Yes! Just about. Just a freaking bout. Right, so it's Greenland. It is. Oh, was that Morocco? Yes. Oh no, it's West Africa. It's Morocco and Greenland left now, boys. It's mutated again and I can't control it. It's now out of control. It's now out of control. I might have to go on the offense very, very soon. I might just have to go on the offense and just go for it. I mean, I could de-evolve it now. Or do we play it out? Oh, please tell me that was an infected boat going to the Greenland. It's mutated again. There we go. An infected boat to Greenland. Come on, pop up. Boom. We've got Greenland. It says a new minor disease is now spreading. Little do they know. So let me pause for a quick second. All that's left now is Morocco. And the news just came out that there's a small minor disease or virus on the rise. 25% of the whole world's population is still standing. We'll let them naturally mutate the diseases. Like Australia still got a long way to go. So like, you know, West Africa still got a long way to go. But it's infected. There we go. Everywhere is now infected. So transmission will up it a bit more. So I want the warmer regions. So that would be abilities. So the 11 points for the heat resistant there. For the cold countries, we'll throw in there as well for the cold resistance. So that has a little bit more. The FOOLIO placed on a watch list. They said it's not very dangerous yet, though, guys. They do say it's not very dangerous yet. Little do they know. Little do they know. But Egypt is the first country that is starting to search for a cure for it. Good luck. The USA, look at, not many people have been infected by it so far, have they? So it keeps evolving, and we'll keep those evolutions coming in. I think that just did a really good one. The assists one, is it this one here? No, where is it? This one. Slight chance of bursting, which can spread the disease. That's a good one to mutate to. So you might see some increases coming in, but now we're going to pay attention to the world cure, which again you can't see because my face is over it. But it's currently at 2%. Okay, so now we're going to destroy the bubbles as they're trying to find the stuff for the cure. But this is where we then
completely go on the offense. So now we got to find ways in which we can evolve this. So the more we evolve it, the harder it becomes to cure. But then we also have to research the drug against curing it. So it's mutated again. So every time it mutates, it's a free upgrade for us, basically. Which the world infection is starting to rise again. India shut the airports down, but it's too late. India, your whole country's infected. The USA slowly starting to rise. Oh, is this here? West Africa's now literally rising pretty quick. We're now about to cross the 6 billion mark, which only 17%. We haven't had a single death yet. Remember that. We haven't had a single death. But once we start getting those deaths, the points are going to start coming in. Over 6 billion. They're still fighting for a cure. We should see the plane flying around again in a minute just for the cure. And that's when we got to really... Yeah, first death. Oh my good god. The first death's coming in. So the more people that die, they eventually give up fighting for a cure. But this will now spark them to actually find that cure. So, another little point there. It's 25% done for the cure. Sweating is mutated. So why don't we now ability? The drug one is 13 points. Resistance against in the wealthy countries for basically it's drug resistance. But we're now about to get our first 1 million deaths. What's the USA like? In Canada, there's only 800 people infected. That's ridiculous. But we need some more like deadly mutations to come into play. Start picking everybody off. So, what's this one here? It increases the infectivity, like skin lesions, seizures is another one. It can be fatal. I think we'll go for this one. The skin lesions there. Evolve it to that. Get the death toll rising again. It's mutated to vomiting, which again can spread transmission. The cure's going over here, boys. Stop with that cure, mate. Stop with that cure. I don't like the fact that we're now almost 50% of the way cured. Right, 2 million dead. I mean, it's 50% cured right now. This is not great. This is definitely not great. But we've got to get these points in to cause those evolutions. So I can't upgrade anything just yet. We need a lot more points. Abilities, transmission. Can't do nothing with that. But we need something that's really gonna like pump it up with the deaths. That's 60%. It's mutated to paranoia, which is good. Another free mutation. The world is focused on a global cure. I don't like that. We only got 3 million deaths. This is how the world comes together to fight evil. And right now, we are evil. We are the evil ones. Oh, man. Right, boom. 6. Come on, tell me I can get something that was 6 there with the symptoms. No, I can't. 75% cured. Right, this is now where we have to work into overdrive. The drug resistance is now coming into play. I can't get any more points at the moment. That's my downfall at the minute. We're almost at 4 million deaths. Unless they can like throw me a load of points real quick. Oh, it's mutated again. I'm nearly at 90. We're at 90%. We're at 90%. Deaths are coming in quite high right now. A new bleeding thingy. We're about to go into 95, 96% cured. Oh no! This could be the end of us, guys. This could be the end of the FOOLIO. And the cure is now being deployed worldwide. And look at the infected now slowly starting to go down. We killed more than the Black Death. We got 8 points there. Can I mutate anything with 8? I can. Which is seizures. Evolve it to that. In hopes that we could... I don't think we could turn this around no more. It's almost cured the entire world. Damn! FOOLIO is becoming scary right now. You freaking know it is, boy. You freaking know it is. But I think they're going to find a cure and they're going to stop us. So hopefully this is what they do to the coronavirus. Otherwise, that's even more terrifying. So a folio to be eradicated. Are you ready? We only managed to get rid or to kill off 120 million. Which is not bad going, but we finally found defeat. How crazy was that? So we was around for 796 days, so basically 2.5 years. What? That's a long time. And we managed to fight really well, but at the end of it, guys, we didn't stop. You know, we didn't stop the cure coming in. That was definitely a tough one. But yeah, guys, make sure you go get checked out. Make sure you keep washing your hands. Until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.